So there's only a handful of games remaining in the NBA regular season, and many of these games come with massive playoff implications. We're going to talk about just such a game tonight. We got the Portland Trail Blazers at the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets will be an 8.5-point home favorite, and the total sits at 240.5. They're expecting plenty of scoring in Denver tonight. The Nuggets, 50-28 straight up, 25-13 at home, and they currently sit in the 4 seed in the Western Conference, but they're tied with the Lakers, and Houston is just 1 game back. So still everything to play for this Denver team, but they're coming off a 136-134 overtime win over the San Antonio Spurs, and some people will tell you that sets them up for a letdown here in this game. And I would agree, if this game was in the middle of the regular season, coming off a win like that, I would say certainly this is a letdown spot. But with only 4 games left, and given the implications of the seeding in the Western Conference, it's going to make the difference between either a home playoff series against the Lakers or the Rockets, or giving up home court advantage and starting that series on the road, and that 7th and deciding game, if the series was to go to 7 games, you want that game at home. So Denver really has to win tonight's game and win moving forward to clinch one of those top 4 seeds in the conference standings. As far as the MVP race goes, Joker, perennial MVP candidate, but the real story is the Joker should have won the MVP award 6 straight seasons. In fact, if you look at his statistics since he won the award 3 out of 4 seasons, his statistics the last 2 years have been far superior to when he won the award. The guy's a freak. The guy is clearly the most valuable player in the league, and by giving the award to guys like Joel Embiid and SGA is a mockery of the name of the award, most valuable player. If you want to say it's the most marketable player, or who we choose to put up there and try to market, okay, but they're not more valuable than the Joker. I don't think anybody who knows ball believes that, and that's my rant of the day. This Denver team, though, they rank first in the NBA in scoring. They're averaging 121.6 points per game. They rank just average 15th in defense. They're allowing 116.8 points per game. So you can see how that total is getting up there over 240 points. Denver has gone over the total in 5 of their last 7 games overall, and they've gone over in 8 of their last 10 games against divisional opponents. And with all those points being scored, do we want to get involved in the player prop market? I say yes. And the one guy I'm looking at on the Denver Nuggets is Cameron Johnson, and his points total sits at 11.5. He's had 10-plus shot attempts in 3 of his last 4 games, and he scored 12-plus points in 11 of his last 13 games. Given the high total in this game, plenty of points to go around, I like Cameron Johnson to get his points tonight. We're going to talk about the Portland Trail Blazers. Before we do, let me tell you about a promotion we have available right now at wagertalk.com. I said the playoffs are right around the corner. Nobody better to follow in the NBA playoffs than myself. Consistency says everything. These are just my numbers since I landed at WagerTalk. Going back more than a decade, I've had some massive wins in the NBA playoffs. They've written articles about me in major publications. Google it, you'll see it. Last year, a bit of a tough year. We were 2 games above 500, just a slight loss, single-digit loss in units, but well over double digits in profit the previous 4 seasons. And the overall record, 202, 158, for a staggering profit of 64 units since 2021 in the NBA playoffs. But that's not the big news. The big news is I'm teaming up with my man, Ben Burns. And who's Ben Burns? He's the #1 basketball handicapper on the Wager Talk Network all time. He's up 323 units all time with his basketball plays. He's up 160 units with his top NBA plays all time. Myself and Ben Burns get us both for $198. That's $99 a piece. you're in good hands if you ride with me and my man Ben this postseason. Now let's get back into this video. We'll talk about the Portland Blazers, 40-38 straight up, 18-21 on the road. They're locked in the play-in. Yes, they could perhaps improve their seeding a little bit, but they will be in the play-in. They're hot. They've won 8 of their last 10 games, but one of those losses was a 16-point loss at Denver. And prior to that game against Denver, they lost at home by 54 points to Denver. Clearly, Denver is the better team. Denver needs the win at least as much. I would say Denver needs this game more than Portland does, because the play-in's a one-off. The better team usually wins. Would you like to have home court advantage? Sure. But when you're talking about must-win games, teams that are in the play-in haven't really displayed the ability to feel comfortable backing them in must-win games, in my opinion. This Portland team, they rank 17th in scoring defense. They're allowing 115.9 points per game. They rank 16th in offense, scoring an average of 115.4 points per game. The Blazers are 3-11 straight up in their last 14 versus the Denver Nuggets. They're 0-11 straight up in their last 11 at Denver. And this Blazers team has also gone over the total in 7 of their last 8 games against divisional opponents. This game screams Denver by double digits and over the number. I wouldn't play the total. It's too high. There's no value there. But Denver is a single-digit favorite. I think that's the only way to play it. If you're going to play it, you got to lay it with Denver. But my favorite bet for this game is that player prop with Cameron Johnson over the points total of 11.5. As I said, double-digit shot attempts in 3 of his last 4 games, a dozen or more points in 11 of his last 13 games. Please comment on this video. Got a lot of great comments. Yesterday, I had a crazy comment. The guy said, it's a must-win game for the Warriors. I guess he hasn't really looked at the standings, because the Warriors are like locked in the play-in, and they were playing Houston, who's battling Denver for a top 4 seed and home court in the first round, and he's talking about a must-win game for the Warriors. Go figure. But I enjoy all comments, positive comments, negative comments, insults to a certain degree, as long as they're not over the top. But yeah, if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. You got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, hit me up in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.